A lot of people think rest should feel simple. You stop, you lie down, you cancel things. You get a quiet evening, a slower day, a free hour, and that should be enough. But sometimes it is not. Sometimes the body becomes still, and yet something inside you does not settle. That is when rest starts feeling incomplete. You are technically resting, but not really restoring. The tasks are paused, but the tension is still active. The outside becomes quieter, but the inside keeps moving. Thoughts continue. Emotional residue continues. Anticipation continues. Self-pressure continues. And then rest begins to feel strangely ineffective. People often blame themselves for this. They think, what is wrong with me if even resting feels tiring? But the answer is often simple. Rest is not only the absence of activity. Real restoration also needs a sense of safety, release, and enough internal permission to actually stop. That is where many people get stuck. The body can lie down while the nervous system stays alert. The calendar can clear while the mind keeps scanning. The room can become silent while internal pressure keeps speaking in the background. In that state, rest feels thin. It helps a little, but not deeply. It gives you less motion, but not necessarily more peace. That is why people can sleep and still wake up heavy. That is why they can take time off and still feel worn down. That is why sometimes what looks like laziness is actually failed restoration. The person is not only tired, they are under-rested in a deeper way. Real rest asks for more than stillness. It asks for release from mental vigilance. It asks for reduced emotional friction. It asks for less pressure to optimize every free moment. It asks for permission to stop performing usefulness, even privately. Without that, a person may pause, but never fully land. And if they never fully land, they start believing that rest does not work for them. But often, the problem is not the rest itself. The problem is that the system has forgotten how to receive it. That takes patience. Because people who have been carrying too much for too long do not always know how to soften on command. Sometimes rest feels empty because the body has not yet learned that stillness can be safe enough to enter fully. So if rest has been feeling incomplete, do not rush to judge it. Ask what stayed active underneath it. Ask what tension remained online. Ask what part of you never truly got the message that it was allowed to stop. Sometimes restoration begins there, not with more rest, but with deeper permission to receive it.